A very warm welcome to Chris and Ferran Rorich. Just a brief introduction and a peek into their inspirational career journey. Chris started her career with Schneider Electric in 2012. She's currently, as we all know, she's spearheading the marketing and digitization initiatives of Schneider Electric worldwide. So she's really working hard with her team to enhance the brand equity of our organization. Chris has also recently been recognized as one of the most influential CMOs by the Forbes magazine. Congratulations, Chris. Beyond her professional domain, she loves to contribute towards social causes. And one of her areas of passion is working with an organization called Mother's Choice. This organization deals with people who are faced with a difficult situation, unplanned pregnancies, and children who do not have a home and family. So she's contributing time towards that. So once again, a very warm welcome to Chris. Let's put our hands together. Chris. And now Ferran Rorich, we all know him. He's our SVP HR, and he's heading the HR organization which supports 47,000 people across the globe. Ferran started his journey with Schneider in 2006. And before Schneider, he has 25 years of experience in various industries, various sectors across the globe. So he comes with a very rich experience. In 2015, Ferran won the Gold Award for the highest performance global function in the highest performance global function category. So that speaks about his performance focus. Beyond his professional career and professional domain, he's an avid sports person, and we know that he's trying to push the boundaries at triathlon, Ironman triathlon. Very, very impressive. So thank you so much, and with that, I hand over to Rachna for a welcome note from her end. Thank you.
Thank you, Shelley. And a warm welcome again to Chris, to Eric, who supervises marketing for India, and for Ferran. This is a great opportunity for us to have many of these global leaders to be here and to be able to interact with them. Just to share a little bit about how things have been for India, for all of you and for these leaders. So 2017 has been an interesting year for us. Of course, at the end of H1, India did get called out for its performance. We did well in a couple of businesses. We need to go deeper in some of the other businesses. And of course, there's a lot to be done beyond what we've achieved. So some good achievements, but we still need to race towards our RF3 commitments. We still need to accelerate orders to sales. Of course, the SFC agility needs to continue. We also need to really focus on EcoStruxure and its implementation, and we all know that's really the the digital architecture we all need to go with. On the people front, we all heard, and we need to continue to celebrate and work on. We got recognized by the Aeon People Award, Aeon Best Employer Award, and that was a big one for us because it's a recognition of all the step-up priorities that are getting driven in India. Consistently, our improvement of One Voice scores in India. So it's not a one-off journey, but it's just that a consistent journey of increase, 74 to 76% that we've reached, has been testimony to all the hard work that all of you have been doing. And we couldn't have reached here without the effort that each one has put in. So that's been a rolled up journey of business and people together. I'm sure as we go forward, we're going to again have this collective journey of people and business to take us to the next level of performance. With that, I really want to invite Chris to talk about our orders to brand story and talk to about how India is doing on that and give us her global perspectives. And then we have Ferran to talk.
Thank you, Rashna. Good afternoon, Delhi. How are you doing? How's everybody in the back, just to make sure you're still awake? Come on, give me a wave. Come on. There you go. Well done. So thank you for taking the time out today with our special star guest appearance, Ferran. So I'm the warm-up act. Then the main person is going to come on and you see the rock and roll. So I'll do the boring part first. So very nice to meet all of you. How many of you are meeting for the first time? Thank you. I'm here to make an impression and we'll do a poll later, okay? So stay with me. So very nice to be here. Who has heard of the word brand to order? 5%. I'm keeping track. So because I'm coming back next year, I'm doing the poll again. So this is my own way of doing polling. So what does this mean? So we do a lot of things in marketing, right? How many offer marketing people we have here? How many channel marketing people we have here? Right? And then how many pricing people we have here? How many marcom people we have here? So that's all marketing. Correct? Okay, how many salespeople we have here? Right? And how many business P&L managers we have here? Oh, good. Nobody. We got rid of them. Okay. So they're all having meetings in Mumbai today. So why is this important? Because a lot of times when we say marketing, it depends on where you come from. In fact, you ask 20 people, you probably get 20 answers because it depends on what you've been working on and all that. So in Schneider, I've joined the company nearly 6 years now. What we want to do is not be our own universe, but be part of the normal norm in the market on what marketing means. What marketing means, in my own opinion, is very simple. It is about creating demand for sales. It is about creating demand for sales. Whether that's getting the right specifications on offer, with the right value proposition, with the right kind of training for our partners, for our staff, with the right level of pricing to know whether we want to gain margin or top line, or your pricing sensitivity, to what kind of promotion and communication or thought leadership we want to do. So it's all of the above. So that's why we believe whatever we do, in today's world, brand equals the business. Do you agree with that? Now, India is the #1 marketing and brand nation in the world, in my opinion. It gives birth to more marketing professionals than a whole lot of other places. And you guys should be very proud of that. So, in today's world, all right, if you buy a pair of Nike shoes, what do you consider the brand? You'll be looking into who are the workers that's working in a factory. That's the brand. You'll be looking into what suppliers they're buying things from. That's the brand. It's not what is the poster they put in the shop. The brand is the accumulation of whatever the company is doing. So whatever we do, we call it a brand business campaign. Meaning to say what we do on the brand needs to push business, and what we promote on the business needs to have a distinctive brand voice. Because if what we do on the business does not have a distinctive brand voice, you are a commodity. You cannot command a pricing premium because you are generic, you are white label. Does that make sense to everybody? So brand business. And whatever we do ultimately needs to lead to an order. So we over-summarize in the spectrum of sales and marketing. Our mission is simple. Everything we drive, we want to have twice as many people to know who is Schneider, what is life is on, what's the meaning of Schneider, why do you wake up in the morning, why should people join us, why should customers buy from us, what do we sell, what benefits do we bring. So we want twice as many people to know us, and we want 5 times as many people to digitally sign up with us. How many people use WhatsApp? How many people use Paytm? Otherwise, you don't get coffee, right? I heard. You need to use that to pay coffee in the office. So we all use digital in our life. Do you think our customers are also regular people? Do they use digital? So they have to be able to use digital. And we would like them to sign up with us so that we can connect with them 24/7. Because our sales guy cannot visit the customer 24/7. But the website and the app is 24/7 available. And what that means is we want everything we do needs to generate 10 times more business. So everything activity in global marketing used to generate about 2% of sales for the company. The company is 25 billion euro. So whether it's an event, it's a social media post, it's an advertising, we try to track them in BFO, etc. It generates about 2% of the company's turnover. I have a dream that everything marketing do needs to be able to generate 20% of the company's turnover, to influence, to help sales, to get the project closed faster, to privilege our brand. So 2 to 20% is 10x. So 2 times more people to know us, 5 times more people to digitally sign in blood to say they love us, and 10 times more people to sign an order with us. Simple? Yes? Right. So what happened? So have anybody seen the brand wheel and the brand strategy before? Now I'm going to test you. In September 2015, we launched a brand strategy because if we want people to know us, we need to know who we are. Who is Schneider? And then we said we have a simple storytelling framework because we lack of media budget. Our media strategy is very clear. It's social media. How many of you is on Facebook? How many of you is on LinkedIn? How many of you in the last 1 month have posted or shared something about Schneider on your personal social media? How many of you in last week have done that? So we need to change this ratio to the full room. We have 20,000 people. We're going to tell Rashna to include in your terms of employment. You are officially my media. Okay? And then you need to convince your mother, your father, your wife. Okay? Let me explain this simple to you. Does anybody remember the raccoon TV commercial? Anybody remember the raccoon TV commercial? Guess who is the first people to use the raccoon TV commercial? Mrs. Tricois and the 3 kids of Jean Pascal is putting it on their social media in school. So if the CEO's children is working for us, I didn't even ask, right? Do you think we could? We could get your help? Can I get your help? Yes? Yes? Okay, so what have we done? We have this thing called brand ticker, which measure what we do. Because if we don't measure what we do, we don't know what we're doing is good or not. So anybody heard of our brand essence? Right? So our technology ensure life is on everywhere for everyone. So it's not a slogan, it's what we do. Because we are in buildings 40 to 60% around the world. We embrace a high performance culture, and Ferran's going to talk a bit more about this. What is our brand values, which is also our people value? Anybody? What's our brand values? Scope. What does scope stand for? HR has done a very good job. That's all I can say. All right? And then, so my point here is the people value and the brand value is the same. You know why? Because the people working in Schneider is the brand ambassador of Schneider. It's how we promise we will treat each other, treat our customers, treat our vendors, treat our customers. Okay? So, what is our brand attribute? That is the promise we're making to our customers, which means our solution enables life to be more connected, sustainable, efficient, safe, and reliable. And last but not least, we offer our customers the largest portfolio and expertise. This is where our application engineers are, our account managers are. We bring our technology to life in data center, in machines, in plants, in buildings, in the grid, in the cities. So, this is our brand manifesto. How many of you have seen this before? How many of you have been into intranet? So do me a favor. Because you are the brand ambassador, you should know what it is. So go into our Spice portal, go under Global Marketing, look for brand, and then inside you will see what is our brand manifesto. This is what we wake up to do. Guess who wrote this? Anybody? The boss wrote this. Because he believed he's the chief brand officer. Because all of us are brand ambassadors of the company. Okay? So this is not a marketing advertising talk. This is what we stand for, all right? Go and learn about it. Now, what do we do with it? Is it a PowerPoint that we keep somewhere and frame with John Pascal's face on it? No, okay? So when we say the change in the world is more profound than ever because the speed of urbanization, digitization, and industrialization, guess what? We've been using these topics because historically, up to 2 years ago, we never talk about mega trends. We talk about a circuit breaker being safe. We talk about what we do in the materials. So we start putting ourselves in the level of GE, of Siemens, by talking about we can move where the future of the world is going to be. How many more people is going to move to urbanization to cities? 2.2 billion. What is that? That's 10 more Hong Kongs to be built every year for the next 30 years. That has to be good news for us because you know why? These people is going to need roads, hospital, school, airports. You're going to need food, factories. It's all the things that we sell in order to make that happen. Okay? So we then talk about access to energy because there's still 1.3 billion people that has got no access to energy and 2.3 billion that has intermittent, and out of which 400 million is in India alone. So what are we doing about that? So we support COP21. Remember the Paris Agreement? Do you know Paris Marathon? Anybody know about Paris Marathon, which we sponsor? Okay, it's the second largest in the world. Does anybody know the Schneider Marathon is the only world's carbon neutral marathon? How many of you is hearing this for the first time? So isn't that something you should be very proud of? Isn't it something you want to learn more? Guess where you can find information around it? On the website. And you can then tweet about it. You can then put on your social media posts because you can explain to your children who you work for. Right, so we invent technologies. So we have all the selling packages for each of the segment. What does that mean? Where can you find all these stories? On SPIE's portal. Each of John Pascal's presentation, each of the PowerPoint translated with footnote is available for every sales guy, every business to explain to your team and to your customer. Where is it? Speakers, resources on the SPIE's portal. Okay? So we talk about our values and we do a lot of HR campaigns around that. We talk about attributes. That's how we design our products and services, social media, and then we talk about where the stories comes to life. We have now around 30 customer videos. How many of you use YouTube? How many of you are subscribers to Schneider YouTube channel? How many of you, after today, will be subscribers to Schneider YouTube channel? Can you imagine your customer is watching videos and your customer is taking the time to shoot a video with us, bragging about how wonderful Schneider is? And do you know millions of customers have been watching them and you have not? Think about that. Okay? So I'm going to see a spike tomorrow on our YouTube followers, yes? I have all your Caesar numbers. Okay. So, social media. So, we've done a lot of this. So, everything we've done, we have executed 2 years now. What happened? First of all, in the brand ticker, remember we said we want how many more people to know us? Twice, by 2020. So, we started in 2015. We have 8% of globally people know us. 92% people do not know us. So, we have a very modest ambition. We just want the 8% to become 16. To start. So far this year, we are almost at 11%. And we got 2 more years to go to get there, okay? And India needs to go even faster. And you think about social media followers, look at that. We've gone from 1.9 million to now 3 million. This is what we call earned media. And by the time you explain this to your family and extended family, this number should go up, right? Very good. I'm going to count how many coming from India. And then you can see here, we are way above ABB and even above Siemens. And you know, GE is about 4 times the size of business compared to us as a company. So we're doing pretty good, okay? So we're evolving our product story to EcoStruxure story. We've launched this in April last year. Who have heard of Innovation Summit? So did you know that we are having an Innovation Summit every month somewhere around the world? It's a world series. We have reached 14,000 customers intimately face-to-face. And guess how much opportunities is in the pipeline? 338 million euro. That's not too bad, is it? Not too bad. So we can always do more, that's for sure. So have anybody seen this slide, EcoStruxure? Great. One more time. How many people have seen this? Okay, thank you. That's good. So it's very simple. Connected products, EcoStruxure. So we're talking about one architecture serving 4 end markets with 6 domain of expertise. I'm gonna keep moving along in the interest of time. So and in the EcoStruxure, you have got all your deployment kits. Where can you find them? On the SPICE portal. What do you have? You have the website explaining everything to do with EcoStruxure with customer videos. Even EcoStruxure for panel builder, EcoStruxure for specifier, EcoStruxure for system integrator, EcoStruxure for MMM. You have got targeted specific things for you to use. You have got videos on YouTube. You are now going to be a subscriber, so you would know. You have presentations, and you have your speaker resources. You have sales enablement. We are now trying with the iPad portal for salespeople to push content for them to present. And you even have battle card of why our product on each level is better than competition. So a lot of work has been done for you. So these are our targets, 2x, 5x, and 10x. And up to date, we're making very good traction. And you can see the growth rates are very, very ambitious. And on your right, you will see this is where India is at. Okay? So you have got huge opportunity. That's all I can tell you. So what I need from you, very simple. 1, tell our EcoStruxure innovation story. How can you do that? How can you do that? Where can you learn more about it? SPICE portal. How can you help me to tell more of the EcoStruxure innovation story? Social media. Thank you. Join the sales and marketing transformation, because everything we do, we need to close the loop. Otherwise, we stop doing that. And last but not least, be a Live is On brand ambassador. So with that, you will have the package with 0 excuses. All of those is a link that you can link to all the details to make you the chief brand officer of the company to compete with Jean-Pascal. Good? Thank you. I'm going to introduce now the main act. I've done the warm-up. Ferran.
No slides for me. No slides.
Thank you
very
Chris.
much. I don't know if you know, but there's 99.9% of the people hate speaking in public. I'm one of the 99.9. Guess what? Who is 0.01, right? So the last thing you want to do always when you need to do that is speak after them. you are dead. I have 2 quick messages for all of you. I'll try to go fast because I want to be sure that we give you time for Q&A, which I'm pretty sure you have a lot of questions for us, especially for her. But I'm going to complement some of her messages. She talks about brand ambassador, and each of you are brand ambassadors. As she mentioned it as well, that our people values are exactly the same than the brand values, right? That's extremely important, and that drives the culture of the company. And what drives that is the complementary as well with the leadership behaviors. I'm being told this is a town hall from managers, correct? All of you are managers. All of you have managers, teams reporting to you. So let me talk to you. My message is really about the 2 most important leadership behaviors that we expect from all of you. And let me tell you what these 2 are the most important one. The most important one is being role model. Let me tell you something as a manager. If there's something you can never lose, it's credibility. Why? Because if you lose your credibility, the team will never follow you. So what you have to do to not to lose the credibility? Lead by example. Follow the values. That's my first requirement. Please ever, as a manager, don't ever lose your credibility. If you lose your credibility, you are dead as a manager. Second most important one, team builder. And why I'm saying that? Chris was telling us about transforming brand awareness into orders. Why do I need all of you to be extremely good at team builders? Because we need to build organizational capabilities. And this is something that India requires by far the most. Our ambition, your ambition, is to move 1 billion euros business to 2 billion euros business by 2020, correct? Yeah. Guess what Jean-Pascal said face to face? You know, being business reviews with Jean-Pascal is a privilege, but sometimes it's a really painful experience. Last July, it was really painful experience. And India was part of the reason why. Let me tell you why. First, you have a GDP in the country growing more than 7%. So you are not growing enough today, my friends. We need you to grow more. And how do we need you to grow more? Is by building additional organizational capabilities. I need you to become great team builders. Employee, today you are not there yet. There's missing competencies in the organization today. How do we manage pricing? How do we manage the channels? How do we lead teams? I need all of you to make a conscious effort to develop yourself and to become better managers, better leaders, in order to build long-term competencies for the company. Because it's not only a question that you're not growing as much as you should, it's that your margin is not good enough. And guess what? You have the lower margin across all international. You are dropping my margin. You are bringing international down today. Because the other zones are not growing as much as you, but they are growing with a much higher margin than you. So I'm asking you to build organizational capabilities of a team who can deliver much more growth and at a better margin. Does it make sense? Anyone disagrees? So what are you doing, each of you, I will ask, to become better managers, to become better team builders, to have credibility, to be role models? Each of you have a specific individual developmental plan? Could you please raise your hands? The ones who you don't have it, you promise me that today, tomorrow, maximum, you're going to come back and see your manager and you're going to challenge him or her? I want all of you, we need all of you to become better at that. We need you. Otherwise, we will never reach this 2 billion euros. It's an opportunity growth for you. It's an opportunity growth for the company. We want you to develop your careers. We want you to get more responsibilities, but you need to help us to achieve our business goals. We need you to develop a teams not only for you, for your entity, but for tomorrow for Schneider. We want every time to see more Indians taking global responsibilities. You know what, maybe you don't know, but one of the objectives that we have all together in the executive level is to increase the percentage of people who takes global responsibilities and come from new economies. We are getting better, but our percentage today is much lower than mature economies. So we want every time more people from Asia, we want every time more people from India taking global responsibilities. But in order to do that first, we need to develop at entity level, correct? You agree? Okay. So remember, connection, brand values, employee values, leadership expectations. We have 6, by the way. I'm pretty sure you all know the 6, right? Yes. I'm not going to challenge you. I'm not going to test you. I don't want to get disappointed. But please remind 2. Role model of our values, because also helps to generate business. And team builder, extremely important, please. For the mid-term and the long-term of the future of India, extremely important, your ability to deliver future organizational capabilities for the organization. And now we're more than happy to answer questions. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you.